I really want to watch Papa Meat's new video called Larping Taken Too Far. Woo! I'm sad. I'm excited.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming and sitting down because today we're going to be talking about LARPing. This phrase has taken
I know that we know this very well.
on more derogatory meaning in recent years online, referring to tourists or people pretending to be something that they are not, right? If you're a new fan of something, oh, you're a
Nah, this shit was funny as fuck.
tourist or people pretending to be something that they are not.
You don't even know shit about One Piece. 32.4 million views. Not even matching. Like it literally it ratioed so hard to the point where people weren't even looking at the main tweet anymore.
Right? If you're a new fan of something, oh, you're LARPing being a fan of X.
Papa Meat is cringe. I like Papa Meat. I think his videos are really funny.
Right? Oh, you're a LARPer. It isn't so much anymore the fantasy thing of live action role playing, which is the classic, you know, lightning bolt. Remember that video?
I'm not gonna lie. I like the word LARPing. I get it, but like. It's live action. It needs to be live action.
Video?
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
That's the LARPing I knew and loved.
Yeah, no, I knew LARPing as this when people love like role playing in real life and doing like a whole ass like live action thing.
Fair, beating the shit out of each other with foam swords. Now it's used as an insult. I guess it kind of was back then too. While this recent
People have started calling themselves LARP, which kind of hurt my soul. Ooh.
Usage of this phrase often refers to people in particular fandoms. It can apply to anyone impersonating something or someone, whether it's being done for money, fame, or
this clip is so funny though. Come on.
A pivot in career. And while being referred to as a LARPer is usually seen as a negative thing, there are many people who embrace the label of LARP, right? I'm proud to be a LARPer. People who miss the old school era of YouTube have begun LARPing as their favorite.
Guys, what's your take about the whole like LARP YouTube thingies?
Nostalgic personalities, even mimicking their older content.
I think it was funny if you only did it for a week, but if you actually did it for longer than like months. Ew, bro. Like, do something else now.
Content on channels like Larpbuscus, Larp PewDiePie, and Ray William Larpson, you can see just how hard people are committing to the bit. Uploaders are mimicking everything from their subjects, voices, and their content styles to even their 2000 era thumbnails. One of the biggest channels in the niche right now is Larpplier, who has reached 100.
Like posting daily videos for a LARP channel is crazy to me.
180,000 subscribers in as little as 2 months. It's probably even more now. For the most part, LARPing is completely harmless, with some creators even openly acknowledge.
Holy sh! Pause. No, wait. Pause.
Is Larpplier, who has reached 180,000 subscribers in as little as 2 months. It's probably even more now. For the most
This dead ass looks so
LARPing
accurate.
is completely harmless, with some creators.
Oh my god. What the f? He even has the thingies in the back. What the f? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that like the whole LARP is fine as long as you're respectful. That's it. Like
Even openly 2 months. It's probably even
Okay.
more now. For the most
if you're this dedicated to copy somebody's room, are you dedicated to saying what everything that he said, or are you gonna be like PG-13 and etc., and only like copying everything that was like nice about them?
part, LARPing is completely harmless, with some creators even
We're really LARPing iDubbbz now, huh? Are we gonna do the cake? Are we gonna do the interview?
openly acknowledging their new mini-me's. However, one instance of channel LARPing has begun souring people on the concept as a whole. Technoblade, who was one of the most well-known Minecraft YouTubers around, tragically passed away in 2022 at the young age of 23 after a year-long battle with cancer. One man unfortunately decided it was a good idea to continue the LARPing trend by creating a YouTube channel called
I think that's so weird. I think that's weird. I think that's really weird, and if ever other people say that it's weird and it's uncomfortable, you should stop.
Technolarp, where he pretends to be Technoblade and recreates some of his older content. A little tone deaf. And by a little tone deaf, it's just...
And the fact that he has, like, how many
He
subscribers?
pretends to be Technoblade and recreates
Hi, Casey Wing Boy to get tier 3 for
Hey
21
yo,
months.
some of his older
got
content. A
your
little tone
note.
deaf. And by a little tone deaf, it's just pick another. Pick anyone else. But malicious or not, Technolarp received a ton of backlash, especially after...
As he fucking should.
On
Bloodhounds,
a
thank you so much for
family
13 months.
vacation for the first time since 2018,
Oh, I'm
I
so
think
glad.
Deem Palm, Deem 7.
Hope you have fun with a family vacation.
He ran a community poll to decide what percentage of the channel's earnings he should keep and how much should be donated to charity, which I'm
Bitch, everything.
sure was very well received. How much of this can I keep, but how much do I have to fucking give away? How much am I obliged to give away, guys, so you guys won't fucking be mad at me? In the end, Technoblade's father did end up coming to a conclusive answer.
The fact that his father had to even address this and even make this drama towards him is so fun. I can't imagine being a father and losing your son and then having to deal with this like and having to actually even speak out about it. You know, I personally believe that people should be able to choose whether or not they want to talk about something. Like I personally, some people were like, Demi, please make a YouTube video about
Whoa.
your cancellation or whatever. I don't fucking want to. I don't really care. Alan Soppy, they get 24 months. If you care enough, you'll know the truth. That's just the truth. If you actually care about what I want to say, then you'll take the time to watch my stream or like take the time to find out what I did say about it. Not assume that I didn't address it or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, I think that this is really fun. I think that, no, I feel really bad for the dad.
And how he felt about his son's impersonator. In a post to the community, he asked for the creator to stop the impersonation, mentioning this no longer felt like a one-time tribute to his son, and instead started to feel a little less wholesome, right?
Right, yeah, it felt weird because he kept continuing, and then when he continued it, it just like, obviously for money, ugh.
A little more like, kind of just profiting of what my son built, so could you stop, you know? Well, I said I was going to donate to charity. Is that not enough? This whole thing of the
that's so
LARPing,
weird.
it's become, I mean, it's a pretty popular trend. I mean,
You have your own LARP.
I have my own LARP. How is it? Let's throw it up here.
I just want to get into the topic of these LARP tubers. Right now,
Uh-oh.
there's a bunch of LARP tubers that seem to be popping up out of
Oh, tubers and YouTubers, VTuber. I thought it was like VTuber. Oh, okay.
seemingly nowhere. And it all seems to be stemming from nostalgia bait.
Well, yeah, let's let the fans decide.
That seems like the way that like the word LARP is being used now really opened up our eyes to even outside of YouTube, people are pretending to be other people all the time. It's horrifying.
Yeah, it's. I think it's weird. I think it's really weird when people like copy other people like so blatantly, but like not in a respectful way, but like in a weird like weird way. It happens in the VTubing community where I hear about other people like copying other people and their personality. I think that's weird. I think that's so weird. Neko di Sakuraba, thank you so much, tier 1.
One of the quickest ways to get attention as a LARPer in society is to
That means a LARP VTuber, the VTuber that isn't a VTuber.
impersonate celebrities. He goes outside of just YouTube LARPers, but you know, another big way to gain notoriety is just to LARP as a celebrity, which before then I think people would say you're a impersonator, but now it's
Impersonator.
taken on a whole new term with LARPing, like with my boy Kevin Eckenrod, who bears a striking resemblance to the Creed guitarist Mark Tremonti. Which is actually, this is right up my alley. It's so sick. People are gonna be like, what? I'm like, I love that. And Kevin is a known scam artist that would often trick people into giving him free things in guise that he was this Creed guitarist. Using his 30+ aliases to swindle innocent people, he's built a record that boasts a staggering 60+ arrests, okay? And while staying at a beach hotel in Florida, he started handing out autographed photos of himself to Creed fans to earn free drinks.
You know what?
Honestly.
I'm not gonna lie, before I started watching, I thought you were a Filian LARPer. I didn't even know who Filian was when I started VTubing. I only knew her like maybe last year or some shit.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Is that illegal?
No, 100%. Yeah, 1,000,000%.
If I had a shirt that said Creed and people are like, oh my god, are you the guitarist from Creed? And I didn't answer yes or no, I just went, can I get you a drink? Sure. Like, you know, like if they're
It's probably not illegal, but it's probably a good way for you to get your ass kicked, I would assume. It's also kind of on the person who's just like, you have a Creed shirt. Are you in Creed? I mean, at that point, I would say yes. Because what a stupid...
What did somebody say? First time message, your melons were way in the way. I couldn't see the guy's face. Oh, sorry. Let me make myself bigger then.
thing to say. At one point, he even got a woman to take him back to her hotel, and while they were making out, Kevin reached into her back pocket and stole her credit card. Goddamn, Kevin! you're already getting some pussy, and all of a sudden he's just like, look at her G-string and shit, but more focused on the MasterCard. Kevin's a little dirty dog, isn't he? Well, swiper, no swipey. For his crimes, he was sentenced to 25 months in prison with a $20,000 bail.
That's not that bad.
Also, to get some pussy,
Jesus.
steal a MasterCard, and then just go to the Red Robin next door. You were that close, where she's just like, hey, you take my
Personally think that parodies and straight up copying is very different. Like the LARPing scenario was at first at the start, like really, I think it was pretty funny. Somebody was like LARPing Germa, but he did it in such a cute little way and was like really respectful. I didn't really mind it. Hi, Boss Chan, thank you so 300 biddies. So like it was completely fine. But some also LARPers were also LARPing some people who were problematic later on in life. So it was kind of funny seeing people troll and be like, "Are you gonna LARP what he is now?"
card. Also, yeah, that guy's like, babe, that was awesome. Your pussy games got me super wiped. I've got to replenish. I'm gonna get a couple Bloody Marys and a couple Dirty Shirleys, and I'll be right back. Round 2. Comes back for Amex next. Another celebrity LARPing stunt, 29-year-old Dylan Desclose spent a good portion of his life changing his appearance to impersonate Justin Bieber, who probably was 16 at the time. 30 years old. He must be look pretty young. Put a picture of him up.
Jesus. Oh.
From wearing the same style of clothes to matching his tattoos
Wait, what the f?
and mimicking his voice, Dylan put together such a convincing impersonation that he was able to sneak into Las Vegas nightclubs LARPing as Bieber himself. And while performing at the XS nightclub, DJ Griffin was in the middle of his set when his team was informed that Justin Bieber was in the building and willing to perform. Convinced it was the real Justin Bieber, Griffin and hotel staff let Dylan on stage to perform the hit song Sorry. And while this song was being performed, Griffin was hyping him up, shocked that he was sharing a stage with the Biebs himself. During his time in the club, Dylan and his management team racked up $10,000 in a bar tab and paid it on their way out of the door. And once the concert ended, Griffin was informed that the man who performed on stage was actually an impersonator who used the loud music and low lighting to convince staff that he was the real celebrity. He fell for it hook, line, and stinker. And afterwards, he mentioned,
I had no idea that the impersonator world was this like with drama and shit. What the fuck? I thought they were just like, yeah, they impersonate, but then like they just move on or something and make like photos or whatever. What the fuck?
that he did in fact recall.
The only impersonator I know is the one for what's her name? Ariana Grande. I think that's her name, yeah. And she like literally the impersonator when Ariana Grande lost weight, she also lost weight.
The man looking noticeably heavier in the face than Justin Bieber. Well, now you mention it, he did look a decade older and about 50 or 60 pounds heavier, but I mean, it's a nightclub. In Missouri, a court judge was fired from his position because he kept showing up to court dressed as Elvis.
Bro. AOT thinking 300 videos.
I think he was trying to get a show. Like,
Which, yeah, I mean, it sounds like a guy trying to, yeah.
This is so fucking weird. Why do people take it so far instead of grinding their own future? Because people are lazy and uncreative. A lot of people are not creative as they think they are, and so they have to copy somebody else. It literally happens in the streaming world as well, in the YouTube world as well. People copy all the time. All the time because they don't know how to do it themselves. So what's easier? Just copying somebody who did make it.
Beta showed out, but also someone has had to approach him and be like, you gotta
like
dress
us for real,
more
guys.
formal for the occasion, right? For drunk driving and killing those kids. I'm saying 20 to life. Hey, guilty. Judge Elvis. Judge Matthew Thornhill was such an obsessive Elvis fan that he admitted to once visiting his home and burial site in Graceland
AOT, thank you.
as much as 13 times. What you didn't get on the first go around, I'll never know. This passion ran so deep that he decided to LARP
What is going on?
as the beloved musician in the workplace. And on more than one occasion, he showed up to court wearing an Elvis wig and aviator sunglasses. And during court proceedings, he couldn't help himself from making references to Elvis's music or his death, regardless of how irrelevant they were to the matter at hand. He's like, so I don't know, my landlord just won't pay me. He's like, did you know Elvis died on the toilet? What? This is so stupid. Litigants would even be given
Warning,
the option of being sworn in while he blasted Elvis music through his phone. What?
What the fuck?
he blasted Elvis music through his phone. What? That's so stupid. Yeah, do you swear? Do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help you God. I do. We're lost in a cloud.
Dude, this is so fun.
We're trapped in a world that's snuggled with pain. How I mean, what the guards would have to complain if it's like a thing where it's like you want to get married, or like a little like a stupid thing, or it's like very petty cases or whatever. This is, I mean, in Missouri, it's like meth, a murder, very sad things happen in Missouri.
I personally love people who cosplay as characters. Like, no, sorry. Impersonators who impersonate characters. I think that's fun as fuck. I think it's so cute when people are like cosplaying or like doing impression thingies that you could like buy for and it can like go to a party or whatever. I think that's so funny.
Child custody, marriage.
Because they're usually so wholesome and nice. Because they're not acting as if they are actually them or the celebrity themselves. They're just acting like the stupid character.
Yeah.
Jesus. Child custody and...
Oh?
All right. Many thought it was embarrassingly unprofessional, so much so that a committee conducted an investigation and found that he failed to maintain order and decorum in the courtroom. No. Motion denied. You better make this quick. But now I kind of want to see it. There's gonna be order in my court.
Do you think he did a voice as well? Like, he actually did that as did a voice
After initially
too?
being suspended for 6 months. God damn! They did drop the fucking hammer. 6 months. What do you think his face was? Yeah, your license is suspended for 6 months. Oh, come on, baby. After initially being suspended for 6 months, he received a non-revocable suspension that is no longer allowed to be a judge in the state of Missouri.
Oh.
Well, better pack my bags and go to Iowa.
Yeah, I really want to know. Did they pull him aside and they're like, "This is your final warning"? Like,
What happened? Well, yeah, they had to. This is seriously.
No, they had to have like actually warned him beforehand. There's just no way that they like continue with that and like whatever. There's no way. Genuinely, they probably no way.
100%. First off, yes. Not to cut you off, 100%. They were like, you need to show up tomorrow with your LensCrafter prescribed glasses and a regular robe like the rest of us. Hand to God. 7 gold rings in his hand. Hand to God, it's gonna happen, baby. I want to know when was the switch and what happened?
midlife. I bet you he got divorced.
Oh. Oh, you think so? Who was the only person there for him, Nick?
Elvis.
Elvis. This is how he's processing the trauma. He's sitting there and he's like this. Ooh. Ooh. He's hitting one of those deal, you know? The deal.
Jesus Christ.
I like to think his wife got plowed by an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah. Oh.
So he.
Wait, the story's getting deeper.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh
I would say just
days.
be one of those people who marries people. Court system, because people want the pageantry, and if you're trying to do that, just be like the Elvis guy that marries people in Vegas.
Guys, I'm gonna cap my streamer views. Watch this. Well, I'm so excited for it to work. I've never capped my viewer count value before. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Pause, is it gonna show? Is it gonna work? No, come on, please work. It takes a few minutes to apply.
Yes. Boom. If you're watching this, I don't know, did that work out, or I don't know, maybe I'm not sure. 24-year-old Kyle Pala made waves online after a photo of him got the attention of Disney fans. He
Set to 1. Oh god.
appeared to resemble the character Maui from Moana. The lookalike embraced this and began attending children's birthday parties, which is
So I feel special. Okay, guys, you're gonna be the only person in the chat room, okay? You're gonna be the only person here. Are you ready? It'll be only you and me. We're small streamer alert, okay? Small streamer. Pause. 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 Wait. Wait. Pause. How was the stream, Vaticus? I was only there for like a few minutes, but I was like watching you play Hearthstone. Pause is like the old. Oh god, it takes so long. Oh! Guys, GG. I fell off. Guys, press 1 in chat if you're the one chatter viewer here. Press 1 in chat if you're the one person here in chat. All right, I'm putting it back to 6767 because I think it's funny. And then I'm gonna have so many first time chatters going like, Demi, look at your view count. Look at 67.
where things started to go south. According to some, Kyle would accept deposits to attend elaborate children's birthday parties, only to not show up.
They're literally gonna be like, Debbie, no way, I think I'm the 67 viewer. No way.
And just keep the money.
How stupid is that?
That's, I mean, you can't, I mean, what do you have to do? Hey.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What can I say except you're 12 or whatever. The fuck. You could even be like, I'm gonna be there for 30 minutes and I'm leaving. That's what you gonna do, linger around forever. I'm gonna leave. Gotta catch a couple waves. I'll see you guys next time. What can I say? Yeah, and they walk off. Can't show up for
No, they're gonna actually stop botting me when I'm having fun with the bots. Are you kidding me? Really now? Really now? Now when I'm having fun with the bots, now they suddenly fucking stop view botting me. Are you kidding me, jackasses? How dare they? No 6767 streamer fell off, bruh.
30 minutes? Come on, dude. One mother even claims that on the day of her daughter's birthday, Kyle
You ran out of money.
texted her saying, and I quote,
Oh no, she's being loud and the character model is moving. Guys, oh no, I'm having sex on stream.
Aunt is sick. She's in the hospital. She's not going to make it. Good God. God damn. The same day, the mother saw a Facebook post of him taking photos with people at Disneyland.
So he just had a better,
1:41.00 minutes.
a better job.
I had a better gig. You know what? Right? Make the
What was that? What was that?
make those posts the day after, maybe a week after. Well, how do you think he
What
got
was
to
that?
Disneyland? See, he needed that money. He needed the scratch to
You
get in
hear
there.
that?
He's like, so I
Oh
can't.
my God,
the deposit is not
sussy,
refundable, but I
sussy.
promise I'll be here. She's like, well, okay, well, my daughter's birthday is. Okay, now.
You guys actually made me stop watching the video. Let me
Better gig. You know what? Right?
Clip that.
Make those posts the day after, maybe a week after. Well, how do you think?
What was that? What was that? Did you see that? 1:142 50 seconds of the stream.
Got into Disneyland. See, he needed that money. He needed the scratch to get in there. He's like, so I can't, but the deposit is non-refundable, but I promise I'll be here. She's like, well, okay, well, my daughter's birthday is. Okay, now, not.
I see. I just rain check. I'll come tomorrow.
Come next year. Her next birthday, she'll still love Moana. At some point, Paulo was even kicked out of his parents' home, resulting in him crashing at one of the couple's residence.
I don't understand how people do this in their lives. I really don't get it, bro. I don't get it. How, in what point in your life where you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to impersonate this character or like person so hard to the point where it ruins my life. What? I don't get that.
He stayed with one of the wait, he's with one of the birthday people? That's where he's staying? Me got kicked out.
Moana need a bed. Maui need bed.
Maui need bed. He was arrested after supposedly stealing $7,000 worth of jewelry from the family's home. Oh my God, this guy. Although he confessed to many of his crimes, including this one, previously he changed his tone in court and pleaded not guilty. Actually, I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's definitely the lawyer telling him.
You just did what? I told him I did all of it. Do not say that. 100% the lawyer's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
See, I wish this guy, the Elvis guy, was doing
Hello?
this case too.
Oh!
Yeah.
What a crazy thing that'd be. Two people singing back and forth at each other. What can I say except I'm sorry? That would be a nightmare to be in that jury. Have you ever been in a jury? I wanted to so bad, man. Oh, with a real...
Dude, oh my God. Nobody talks about this, but I swear to God, I one day want to be in a jury as well. Like, I want to be like sitting down in a court and like listening to what happened. It's so ass. Has anybody had to have a jury thingy, like a call to the jury or whatever? It's probably boring as shit. Oh, yeah, true. He coughs in the mic. Demi coughs into her mic like a toddler. Okay. Reacting to the court case like it's an Instagram reel. Bro, mine was canceled the week before. Oh, is it that, like, common? I don't know if it's a thing in the Philippines. I actually have no idea.
Juicy case.
My sister's been in it.
They sent me home. Damn, there's so many people at jury duty. What? Where you guys from? Where you had to have jury duty? What the fuck? It's mandatory. Texas, USA, America, the USA. I went to prison. Dummy. All fairs. I went through a month after I turned 18. Oh, wait, can you say that again? I wasn't paying attention. Demi in court. Yeah, I don't blame that you would think that I would do that.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
killed him. Easy case. Murder. Easy.
So guilty, right? I think that people, when they go to the jury, they dream of, you guys aren't looking at the facts or whatever, you know?
I'm afraid I'm going to accidentally say something that's going to get me kicked off. Like, they're probably going to ask me about my stomach and be like, I kind of have stomach problems.
No, they probably find out you're a racist.
What?
Oh!
What?
They denied me because I wouldn't trust the cops if they didn't have proof to me. Fairs.
Do you have racial biases? I think we all do. See, that's what I'm saying, is you would say something like that, where it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, I think that everyone's a little biased in their own way.
I took
And
a
they'd be like,
class.
cool.
I took a psychology class.
See, this part, they wouldn't even hear this part. So this would be you on the way to your car, be like, fine, they take the psychology class, and turns out that we're all a little gay, we're all a little racist. Unconscious, want to suck cock, and unconscious, get uncomfortable.
Here, let me throw you one. When you think of a doctor, what do you think?
A beautiful white woman.
See, that's the twist, because most people would say a white man.
Jesus.
What do you think of when you think of a doctor?
Well, I'm gonna think actually Indians. I think the doctors are.
Is that racist though? Indians are doctors.
But it's an unconscious bias. Your first thought
I
goes
see.
to this.
I don't think that's a negative unconscious bias though. If I told you, who do you get scared around? If you're on a subway.
You're always cool and handsome. I love it. Cuter than Demi. Oh, you're so cute.
And you're frightened, who's next to you?
The guy with the knife.
Sure. What does he look like? God, all of this needs to be cut. As the story grew, old high school classmates started coming out and revealing that they loaned Kyle money only to never be paid back. He even promised some of them that he would get them access to Club 33.
What the f? Just because he's a good impersonator? Are we serious? What the actual f?
Pretending he worked for Disney in order to swindle them in. What the fuck? The place in Disney World? What? Okay.
This guy sounds like a piece of shit.
The guy sounds like a piece of shit, but also, of course.
God, dude, if he was able to swindle money just because he's an impersonator, imagine how much Slicker actually got from his, like...
I'll tell you what, though, that's such a... Man, what an easy scam that'd be. Disney adults, you look like the guy outside, like, yeah, you're holding your surfboard. I could get you a new Club 33.
You know, I remember back in the day, it was in the hype of, like, not in the hype, sorry, but it was back in the... God, I'm so bad with language. I almost said, whatever, prime, peak, there we go. In the peak of him, like, scamming people and stuff like that, I was, like, wondering, like, oh my God, Slicker added me. And I was a fan of Slicker. And, if he asked me for money, I would have dead ass said no, dude. I don't like the idea of people borrowing money.
If you give me $400, easy peasy. Why wouldn't I? And you're on vacation, all that stuff. That'd be easy money, man.
Personally, for me, if a friend needed money, also I wasn't even his friend, so why the fuck would I ever give somebody money if I didn't even know them or like friend? But anyway, if a friend needed money, I personally would rather just give them the money instead of like and help out than them owing me money, because I don't want people to owe me money whatsoever. I hate that shit, and I don't like the idea of that.
When are they gonna say, when they file a police report, they're gonna say cartoon characters stole money from you?
Yeah, The Rock's animated character stole money from me. All right. Well,
But then if you ask me for more money, then I'm like, oh, red flag, red flag, red flag. Uh-oh.
do you think that do you think near Disney World and shit, do you think the police don't even, they're just like, there's a problem in Disney. They're like, just wave it.
The Disney police. I feel like they're
Disney has their own police?
they would be pissed someone's
They do? Oh my God, they even have a little car designed for them.
pretending to be
Oh, yeah.
one of them. They'll
Yeah.
take it seriously.
What you'd have to do to do that scam is that the Maui guy, whatever, or the Moana guy, he would have to do it off of property, but be like, it's close enough to where it's like, oh, you know, people are like the gas station nearby. We're doing a promotional thing. I think that we can easily say Kyle is in the echelon of worst people that we've ever talked about on this. That's kind of a historical moment. What an insufferable person. I mean, granted, don't be wrong. There's some horrible people. This is a scumbag, not a murderer. You know, there's.
He showed a photo of Epstein and said that somebody else is worse.
a lot, but I'm just saying up there, it's been a while since it's been that moved. Darius McCollum, born in 1965, is an autistic man from Brooklyn that developed a lifelong obsession with trains, buses, and many other forms.
Okay. Sorry, I misread them. Simple. Thank you so much for 3 months.
The public transit. His passion for them was so intense that he supposedly memorized the entire New York subway map by the age of 8 years old. Which,
What?
I mean, I put up a fucking picture of a New York subway map at 8. Despite this, he was repeatedly rejected when trying to get a job with the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, the
How?
MTA. His run-ins with the law started at age 15 when he convinced a subway driver to let him take over during a ride to the World Trade Center.
But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Over time, he began routinely finding ways to carry out public transit rides and maintenance despite never being employed in the field. Those who have witnessed this, however, claim that he was always polite and friendly. Regardless, posters warning to look out for Darius would appear throughout train stations, and this wouldn't stop the train junkie, who would often successfully impersonate transit workers in order to drive buses and subway trains, all while adhering to the proper procedures required by an actual employed driver.
Let him work. Let him work.
The guy knew what he was doing.
Well, why don't they give him a job? What the
Maybe
fuck?
I'm a jackass, but most time I see someone getting scammed, I have no sympathy. You're just a dumbass.
I think that people getting scammed, especially when it comes with like, hey, I'm I have cancer, stuff like that, and then like I'm asking for money and whatever. I think those are people that have the most sympathy ever. I just closed my chat arena by accident. I can't see chat. I think that like I can't feel I have sympathy for them, but like it's a hard thing to realize when I've had friends that got scammed, especially in the streaming world. You think that people are your friends. You think that people are like around you, that like you just want to help out, and you know, it feels good to help out other people. Unfortunately, that's the reason why I don't really have that take of like thinking that they're stupid. No, they're just more sympathetic.
Is it a thing where, well, there's a couple reasons. One,
Yeah, maximum sympathy, but their common sense is quite lower.
is it because the way that he presents himself, being an autistic guy, is just social cues are weird. Almost, so this is also, he's 15, so we're talking, it's in the 80s. So, I mean, the person's like, why does he talk like that? I don't like him. What the fuck is this? Yeah.
Also, most people who get scammed, they're old people, and I will always feel bad for old people getting like lied to like that, because like, bro, come on.
Normal, that kind of thing. This would become a fascinating pattern for Darius. One, where he would serve time in prison only to eventually leave, get caught for the same crime, and be sent right back after. How long are you in prison for? Well, I guess if you're dealing with people that are riding the train, well, the motherfucker knows what he's doing. What's he doing? He's been charged for impersonation on multiple occasions, as well as trespassing on restricted parts of the subway stations in his own MTA gear. And by 2010, Darius saw that the driver of a bus in New Jersey left the keys in the ignition, leading to a 2-hour joyride and eventual arrest. The police officers involved claimed he was very intelligent and acted like a gentleman during the entire confrontation. A similar crime was committed in 2015 when he stole and rode a Greyhound bus for 2 hours before being arrested again. While held in the station house, he excitedly told detectives, "I'm stealing a plane next."
What? Hello?
So there's the autistic social cue where you're like, keep that in your mind, buddy. Lock that tight. After racking up 30 arrests, commandeering and
Zoil chan.
Through 6 years and 3 months.
Yeah, bro. It's been a while, bro. Zoil, thank you so much for the 75 months. Hope you're well. Are we should continue. I had fun with Mound, actually. Later on, it started getting, like, really way too dang. I think I want to play one more playthrough of the Mound, and then I'll be good to go with it.
estimated 5,000 transportation vehicles, and spending about a third of his life behind bars, it was decided that Darius would be moved to a secure psychiatric center in 2018.
Give him a job.
Just let the guy drive a bus. The thing too is,
I feel like he would have gotten a job if he just like slowly, I don't know. I feel like slowly he kind of set himself up where he'll never get the job because he went in prison and forced himself to try to like steal and whatever, etc., etc. Like it made him feel like untrustworthy because of him, like, you know, going to jail and shit like that and stealing public transport, which is a very serious thing because it's just kind of scary. Imagine if you're in a bus and the person that's driving isn't even hired by the bus like company or whatever the fuck. That's kind of a scary thought. I'm not gonna lie.
2018.
Give him a job.
Just let the guy drive a bus. The thing too is like in none of these cases did he ever endanger anyone. What is the MTA? Let's email him. Let's email Unmask. Why wasn't Darius allowed a job? We should ask for a reason. There's got to be something out there. Despite Darius's defense attorney best efforts, she fears that he may never be released and given a proper treatment.
No, I feel bad for him. No.
I'm sad now.
I did not know it was going to
actually
turn
made
out
me
this
feel
way. He
sad
needs
too.
a fully decked out bus simulator.
Oh, true. Oh my god.
Oh my god. How did I not oh my god.
He needs that.
Put it in his apartment. Have the city pay for it. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Him with the steering wheel? And you could do all the simulation. Give him 3 rigs. I honestly feel safer with him out in the streets driving the goddamn buses. You know? The amount of drivers I've been on a couple buses and I've been to New York a couple times. These motherfuckers look like they're having a good time.
No, they're in it for the money. Darius is in it
the passion.
for
The sheer passion. It's like the other guy. People who love trains, man. You got
people who love trains.
utmost respect.
We should start a GoFundMe to bail him out, pay his bail.
We should fucking buy him some rigs. Would they even allow that? They probably wouldn't even allowed it in. And if they did, someone would probably fuck with it. I don't trust it. See all those goons that work up there at a psychiatric center. Yeah, Darius, we'll be quick. And see, that's when the violence would happen. We can't do it next. It would cause violence.
Oh, I say that's justifiable violence from Darius. If they're touching his rig and it was for him,
Shouting my
Dear Darius,
daddy like he's
you have been
Batman.
wrongfully brought to this psychiatric center. So we're gifting you 3 $7,000 gaming rigs. I hope, and then parentheses, I hope you know how to set this up.
P.S. check under the seat.
And then P.S. check under the seat. And then there's a shiv. And it says, P.S.S. If anyone touches this besides you, hurt them. Love, P.M. What the heck is this? What is it? Can you imagine what is he? He's in his 60s?
Bro.
He's in his 60s. You're like, hey, set up 3 full simulation rigs. I don't know how to do that. You know, they're not going to help him out there. They're going to give him some pills. Here, Darius. Here's some suppression pills so you don't think about trains today. Because that's such a crime.
Yeah, what the? I'm getting pissed off. The more I
I
think
want
about it.
answers. I
Did
want
Darius?
answers.
No way. Pause.
Such a crime.
Yeah, what the?
After 9/11, Darius was taken out of prison to help the police find security vulnerabilities in the New York subway. It was concluded, in short, that he knew too much. Subsequently, he was put into maximum security prison into solitary confinement for unspecified amount of time. What the fuck? He did nothing wrong here.
I'm getting pissed off. The more I
That's
think about it.
insane.
answers. I
Did
want answers.
Darius?
After being released from solitary confinement into the prison itself, Darius had to attempt a suicide so he can be transferred to escape constant physical assault from his cellmates. No!
Kill someone, because why is he behind bars?
I feel like,
That's
you know what?
fucked.
We should fact checkers fact check this because I have a feeling that if there's something that's missing, then we're gonna look like assholes.
What? In 2025, Darius was moved to a facility for non-violent offenders. He can be sent letters and books through Michael John Carley. Oh. I can't believe they imprisoned him and put him in solitary just because he knew too much. Bro, can somebody not have a fucking hobby?
2025, workers at a government office noticed something was off about 82-year-old Godzilla D'Angelo, whatever the fuck her name is, when she came in to renew her government ID.
Oh my god, this fuck ass story. I don't blame him. You know what? I don't blame him. The guy, if you don't know the story yet, you're in for a ride. But I don't think he's a villain.
The worker noticed that the woman was wearing a ton of makeup and had very masculine features, including a thick neck and a low voice. Meet me over my ID.
Mrs. Godzilla.
Mrs. Godzilla, you shouldn't be in for 2 more months. That edit looks stupid, then don't do it. Concerned that something was wrong.
I wish I was a YouTuber so I could like stop jokes from happening in real time, to be honest. Sometimes I do a dumb joke and I'm like, oh, that was actually not even that funny. And I wish I could edit it out.
She called the police to conduct a wellness check, and what followed was truly, it was unthinkable, my friends. When police arrived at the home, they found Godzilla mummified inside a sleeping bag. She had clearly died long before discovery.
Okay, wait, I did not know about that. Okay, hold on. Okay, I did not know about that part of the story. I swear to God, I did not know about that story. Holy okay. All I know is that he impersonated his mother in the bank or something to get money.
Her son never reported it and instead chose to impersonate her to collect her hefty pension check.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I had no idea. Oh my god! No! 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 In Demi's words, I don't. No! No! I didn't know the whole story. I didn't know the whole story. I thought he was just like RPing, you know. I don't support him. I don't support him, and I think that's fine. Please don't do this to me. I thought he just put on makeup and try to get the stuff, and oh my god.
To reports, the mother was receiving about $61,000 a year from her pension at 3 properties she owned, and her unemployed son pretended to be her during official appointments so he could continue collecting the money long after she had died. And an autopsy was conducted on the mother and concluded that she had died of natural causes. Following the report, the son was quickly arrested and charged with illegally concealing a body and benefit fraud. Which, this whole thing with the photo, I mean, like, you know, they're saying low voice, so I get it. They're pretty close. I have a feeling someone's just like, you know, you look just like your mom. You look just like your mom. And he's like, me, I do? Is it Italian? Porque? What is Italian for I do?
Close to porque. It's close to Spanish.
Oh, that's Spanish. Hey, for real?
Dude.
What is it?
Every time I went to the bank as a child, they always said I looked like my parents.
You do. You look just like your mom. You're actually a perfect blend. You look a little more like your mom than your dad, but you're a perfect blend.
People think I look like the guy from Green Day, Billy Joe Armstrong.
You don't look anything like him.
You
Count
know,
Dante.
I was gonna say, I feel rude whenever someone goes like, I look like this person, and I'm like, no, I don't see it.
Named John Keehan became obsessed with martial arts in the 1950s. After coming back from the Marines, he began taking classes and even trained under Robert Trias, a well-respected karate
PSP, when he said he looked like Jack Sparrow, yeah, no, he looks nothing like him.
master. Robert Trias was a pioneer of karate in the U.S. and
People say I have the same build as Henry Cavill. Yeah, you wish, buddy.
together with Keehan, helped run the United States Karate Association, the USKA, and in 1964, when Keehan was 25, however, he was expelled from the newly formed group for his controversial thoughts on proper training and competition rules. It was then that John Keehan changed his name to Count Juan Rafael Dante in order to completely alter his reputation. He lied and told people he was descendant of Spanish Civil War refugees. He would also begin wearing a red velvet cape and walking around with a golden cane adorned with a lion's head on top. To be fair, it's the 60s. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's crazy, but kids began seeing Count Dante's ads in the back of comic books for his new dojo, the Black Dragon Fighting Society.
This is no way this is real. What the fuck?
And in them, he would call himself the deadliest man alive. In it, he advertised secret techniques like the Death Touch, which supposedly kill an opponent in a single movement. People would even spend $5.
Oh my god, it's just like in Winnie the Pooh and Puta. No, that's not what I meant. Kung Fu Panda
mailed a manual on his secret techniques. Dante was also known as a charmer, which paired well with his incredible ability to fabricate stories about himself and his abilities. Because he also happened to be skilled in martial arts, many people believed he was dangerous as he claimed. He also had a shocking amount of connections with some pretty well-off people thanks to his side gig as a hairdresser. Apparently, he wasn't half bad and even had some rather rich clients with Hugh Hefner. Huh? Playboy. Dante's lies extended far and wide. According to him, he beat various opponents in death matches throughout Thailand and China. He claimed he could single-handedly defeat a bull with one
ass movie
swift blow. Dante had 2 dojos that he was running, and his name was getting around town due to his elaborate promotions and made-up stories. Although things were going quite well for Count Dante, a catastrophic event would drastically change his life. In 1970, Count Dante and his partner, the second deadliest man alive, Doug Dwyer, drunkenly decided to throw a stick of dynamite through the window
what the
of a rival dojo, the Green Dragon Society. They actually went through this plan, but the bomb didn't explode and they were arrested for the attempted arson. The rivalry did not subside, and they later assembled students to attack the Green Dragons, who anticipated the attack were prepared with Chinese weaponry. This is real life, okay? This is not a this sounds like the Karate Kid. This is a real thing that happened. Just putting that out there. The fight was broken up by police, but not early enough. Count Dante's best student and close friend, Jim Koncevic, was killed in the fight, and he was stabbed in the side by a Chinese sword.
What is happening?
Dante later made dubious claims about how he took down several green dragons in the battle, even stating that he had some of their eyes pulled out of their sockets. By some stroke of luck, the case was dismissed due to its sheer absurdity. However, Count Dante's reputation was destroyed, and at the end of the day, he knew that he was responsible for the needless death of a good friend. The man that used to be obsessed with his notoriety later told reporters that he simply wanted everyone to forget about him because of what he had done. He became an alcoholic, abused pills, and even got involved with a mob for some time.
What the f?
And after a continued downward spiral, he suffered a hemorrhage from a bleeding ulcer in his intestines and died in his sleep in 1975. Is that not one of the wildest things?
I was gonna say, yeah, that's straight up.
That
out
is
of a movie.
insane.
It's a goddamn
yeah,
movie.
Out of a movie.
It's had to have had a film adaptation. Editor? There it is.
No, but there's a comic book of
It can be enticing to play the role of someone else. Hell, I like doing it all the time. Not only is it sometimes financially beneficial, but it can often fast track you to being respected by your peers if you're convincing enough. But at the end of the day, none of that is real. It's far safer and far more rewarding to get there on your own rather than keep up with a convoluted lie that might put you in serious trouble.
Bomba clot walla.
Bomba Klawalai. Yo.